Alrighty, I'm back. How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and yeah, we're back on that training grind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta get some money. We gotta get some money. And experience. But mostly money. Mostly money. Yeah, not really. I actually don't know. I probably should have looked up how much it's going to cost to get all the TMs that I want. Is it 100,000 or 200,000? I should probably look. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, come on. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight the guy right there. There we go. That's what I want to see. All right. Fork it over, pal. Okay, so let me take a look really fast here. Veilstone Game Corner. What do we have? So, it is 10,000 coins. Holy moly, that's a lot of coins. That is a lot of coins. Hey, thank you, Shiny Misty, for the cupcake bits. 15 bits saying, have some bits because I love you. Thank you so much. Why not fight the lady? Because she uses a Roselia, and that's not really something I want to fight with a golem. It doesn't really seem like a smart idea. She is good for experience, though. She's actually a little bit better. But I would like to get Enamel leveled up. I think that'd be really good. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. This guy gives more money, though. I mean, I guess I probably could switch around my Pokemon based on who wants to fight. But I feel like I'd be going into the menu too often. 3... Is there somewhere that explains the rules to this lock? Yes! I should probably have a command at some point. Especially because a lot of people have been asking, which is great to see. Great to see. I do have on my YouTube channel a video that kind of explains it, which isn't probably the most convenient at the moment. But in a nutshell, I have 3 pairs of 2 Pokemon each. These Pokemon can only switch between each other in battle. So for instance, I'm in a battle right now. I could only switch out to Incisor. I couldn't switch to anyone else in a battle. And I also can't use the PC to deposit Pokemon. So I can't just switch around pairs whenever I want. It makes it a lot more challenging. Because you don't really have control over what you have on your team. You kind of have to work with what you have. Yeah, you know, the guy with the Luxio, he didn't give as much experience. He doesn't level up his Pokemon quite as much. Signing Siren asking, silly question, but do bits function like a donation? Or, no, but as bits function like donation, are they tax deductible? No, they are not tax deductible for you or for me. They, you know, I'm not a charity. Bits are not donations. They are entertainment that you can purchase from Twitch, and where you choose to spend them is up to you. But they are 100% not donations. And that's why Twitch is very specific about, you know, calling them that. They aren't. They are not tax deductible. That is a good question, though. It is a very good question. Don't confuse that. Let's see. Rizzy asking, does the husband/wife die if the wife/husband dies in battle? No, they don't, thankfully. But you can't switch out to anyone else, so in all likelihood, it's very possible that they will die, because, you know, they're gonna be having to finish the fight on their own. So sometimes they will. Usually, pairs die together, but all 3 of the deaths I've had so far, there has been a Pokemon in the pair that has survived, so that's kind of nice. Doesn't usually happen that way. Alright, I'm gonna heal. I guess I didn't need to. I could probably just go fight Luxio. Oh well, it's fine. I also probably should have just flown over here, but eh. Do I have any good impressions? Like, what do you mean? Like, for doing impressions of people, or? Because I do a great Marriland impression. Wanna see? How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, right? Yeah, anyway. Let's see. What's one starter Pokemon you think is extremely underrated? Extremely underrated? I don't know. Maybe Chikorita? It's bad, but I feel like it's better than Snivy. And I think a lot of people prefer Snivy, but Chikorita at least actually has decent to the screen moves naturally, which is cool. Chikorita does have access to, I believe, Earthquake. Its attack stats are kind of similar to Superior. It gets Body Slam. I mean, it's not great, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think that it probably gets a little bit more hate than it deserves. Other than that, I really don't know. I can't say Piplup. I really don't like Piplup. I think it's overrated, to be honest. Oh, I'm so glad that Enamel has Earthquake. That is so strong. Oh, that's just going to be great. Yeah, I'd say most other Pokemon that I can think of aren't really overrated. Like, you know, people definitely think they're good. You know what the sad thing is? I bet you Enamel could actually fight that Roselia. I'm really tempted to try, because Roselia isn't that fast. And I could Earthquake it now for the knockout. Because it's only level 19. But I feel like that would be probably a mistake. I'm sure I'd be able to outspeed it. Because you've actually outsped a few things here and there. Thank you for the 100 bits, Shripa saying justice for Chikorita 2K18. Thank you. One! Come on! That's really sad. Actually, I might want to look into that. Although we only have 2 more levels to go, so maybe it wouldn't be worth it. I don't think it's worth it. We got like 1.5 levels, really. I bet you we'd be able to, though. So how are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're doing all right. I'm feeling reasonably well. I don't have much of a headache or anything. Like a little tiny one. I think it's because the weather's changing again. Little tired, but not too bad. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning tonight. Gotta do a little bit of recording tonight. Alright, what is Rosalia's base speed? I gotta look this up. It's gonna be bothering me. Bucket list mod saying, does anyone else have the blue button on the screen with the crown in the center, or do I have malware? No, that's a new thing that I introduced today. It is a reminder for Twitch Prime. So if you have an Amazon Prime account, then it might let you know you can link it or something. I really don't know. You can probably just dismiss it, but it is intentional. I could remove it too if it's like really annoying people. I am very fine with removing that, but it's kind of meant to be there as like a reminder because, you know, it's pretty helpful. You have Amazon Prime, but it's by no means necessary. You should be able to remove it without any complications. I think there's something that'll get rid of it. I really don't know. I just put that on during the stream because I like heard about it. I got an email. It's like, hey, you just introduced this. You should try it out. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll do that sometime. So I decided, all right, we're trading away right now. Yeah, if you don't have your cursor on the screen, you shouldn't see it. I think it's only when your cursor is over the screen. But I can see where it kind of creeps some people out. It's like, what is this doing on my Twitch screen? What the heck? I don't know. I figured I'd try it out. Game's the most fun to Nuzlocke. In my opinion, Pokemon X and Y. But I know a lot of people would disagree with that. I feel like the trainers... I feel like if you play it without experience share, it's pretty good. Or if you only allow it while training and you play with level limits. Because a lot of the random trainers in the game have really tough stuff. There's a great selection of Pokemon all throughout the game. And... I don't know. It doesn't get too rough towards the end as far as like Elite Four and stuff. So I really like doing Nuzlockes in those. Alright, I need to look up Rosalia's base stats. So it has a base stat of 65 speed, right? And Golem has a base stat of 45 speed. So I'm like a lot higher level. I should be able to outspeed it. And I would definitely be able to knock it out. I think I'm gonna do it when I hit 34. I'm gonna take that chance. I'm really gonna take a chance here, but I feel like it'll work. Although then, well, Shoutout's level 31. That's not really fair. No, I really wouldn't like a third version of any game on the Switch. What I'd like is no remakes. What I'd also like is to be able to hit with Rock Blast, please. I think I'm gonna use some milk. Just in case. Just in case. Wait, the Twitch Prime button fits in bizarrely well with the Poketch aesthetic. That's interesting. Alright, see ya, Basky Shoes. Hopefully your trip goes well. Alright, we're gonna take that chance. I will only have myself to blame if this happens, but again, I feel like I would be able to. Outspeed? What's your nature and stuff? What are your stats? Let's see. 43 speed. I mean, you're faster than Crown, and I wouldn't really worry about Crown being able to outspeed a level 19 Rosalia, okay? I think we're fine. I don't know why I'm worrying so much. Actually, I don't know why you guys are worrying so much. Actually, I do know why you guys are worrying so much. I usually would as well, but I feel like we're gonna take that risk. Or not, I mean, you know. She actually has to want to fight. Wait, what is Primplup's speed? Is it really that low? Primplup has base 50 speed, so I have apparently a really fast golem. I just don't want to see remakes because I like playing new games. I feel like remakes are just kind of like, well, yeah, I'd say a cash grab, I guess. Oh yeah, there we go, braces. Is there a Pokemon that I hated in my childhood that I love or at least like now? Yes, there are actually many. Nidoran? Both Nidoran, male and female. And Nidorina, I really did not like when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I don't know, they just seemed like, ugh. And I didn't like, what else did I like? I didn't like Chikorita when I was a kid either. All right, here we go. But I say Platinum is a decent remake. Yeah, that's great. See? We outspeed. Nothing to worry about. Nice crit. Okay, this will go a little bit faster. Yeah, I didn't really care for the Nidos all that much. Of course, to be fair, they didn't really have that exciting of sprites. I mean, hold on a second. Let me show you what Nidoran, or what Nidorina's sprite looks like, okay? Like, alright. Nidorina's kind of adorable now. It's like this, I don't know what to call it, like, funny thing. I really don't even know. But I do know that it looked downright miserable. Alright, one moment. Let me share this with you guys. Okay, so come on. Like, what is this? Okay? It just looks not really happy with that. But alright, let's compare. Okay? Then let's even go with like Platinum or something, alright? Like, it started to look alright in Gen 4. Okay? So then it turned into like this. And you know, that looks alright. It looks kind of cool. I like it. Alright, actually that looked really weird how I posed them. That was unintentional. But yeah, it was definitely something that I don't know, it looked really bad growing up. And like Nidoran wasn't much better, if I recall. Oh yeah, how could I forget? This thing looks so bad. Nidoran female? Like, what is this? Okay? What is this? First of all, I didn't even notice that like, its mouth was open and it had teeth. I honestly thought that its mouth was its nose, okay? So it had like this really kind of thing for a mouth. I don't know. It just, that's, But then, you know, as generations went on, like, okay, let's go with Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, right? I mean, it's like, it's just adorable. And like the episodes with it were pretty cute too. All right, there we go. Now, could you finally hit, please? Could you do that? Let's see. Which Gen 1 sprite do I think is the best? That is a good question. Let me take a look. We're gonna go with, let's like restrict it to red and blue. We're not going to include yellow. And when you say best, I want it to be very clear. I'm gonna go with the actual best in my opinion, not like the fake best. I like how Vileplume looks smart. It just looks so smart. Why is this big crown button in my screen? Yeah, that's a good question. It's a reminder for Twitch Prime, but if it's really annoying, I'll probably get rid of it. I don't know if it's actually helped at all. I think more people are just kind of like, what? Tauros looks really bad. Let's see. What would the best Gen 1 sprite be? Like, actual best. There's some really bad ones. Or at least my favorite. Like, I guess I don't have to be critiquing this. Honestly, probably like Kadabra or Aerodactyl. I feel like those are both very good. Alakazam's is also quite nice. Alright, you know what? Here, I will share the link with you guys in the chat of all the sprites. Let me get this thing going. Ooh. Both want to fight. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking at right now, in case you guys wanted to play along. Sorry, YouTube. I don't have the link for you. But it shouldn't be that hard to find. Slowpokes isn't that bad either. I feel like it's very in character. Man, this is actually a long grind. I didn't think that we'd be taking this long to grind. I thought experience went a little faster. Why aren't I trading Crown up? Because I'm working on Enamel right now. Once Enamel gets to 35, I'll switch Bone Training. Oh wait, you know what? There we go. Yeah, Butterfree doesn't look bad. Other than the blue eyes, but I understand why. Clefairy's really good in Gen 1, I do agree. Clefable, not so much. No, I don't think that Game Freak, Nintendo, whoever, I don't think that they expected Pokemon to become as popular as it did. In fact, I don't even think they thought that for Gold and Silver. It's my all-time favorite Pokemon trading card game card. I don't really know as far as like effects go, but I really like the art of Sneasel EX. It's just so nice. How do I like the new bit badge and leaderboard thing? I haven't really had a good chance to check it out because it doesn't show up on the pop-up chat. But I've heard about it, and I think it's a good idea. I think having the weekly top 3, I think it is. I think that's a pretty neat idea. As for the up to 5 million for a bit badge, that seems a little excessive, if you ask me. I remember back when 10,000 was the limit. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on, I'm not even thinking. All right, there we go. There's an EX Sneasel. Why? It's a basic Pokemon. It was released in Gen 3. Like, way back, before Weavile was a thing. So they re-released a lot of, like, iconic cards, like Mewtwo, and Magmar, and Scyther. They did make Scyther EX instead of, like, going to, Scizor. But that was because of base set Scyther. It's kind of like a throwback. But these are, like, ancient. That was the first set that they released EXs in. Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, yeah. Nice. All right, come on. I'm saying, actually miss your card openings on the channel, Marriland. Yeah, I do kind of miss doing them, but they did get rather expensive if I didn't have the product sent to me, because with some of them, and I always was clear with that in the description and stuff, sometimes I'd have like some stuff for them to, or for me to check out, sent from Pokemon Company, which was really nice, but that was no longer a thing. It's like, yeah, it does kind of get a little pricey. And I don't really play the card game much anymore. I do collect, although I don't really collect nowadays. Might have to see. I have a whole bunch of, like, card codes that maybe I should do something with at some point. But I don't really think I have the time. That's the problem. If I do a TCG opening, I should stream it? That'd be kind of interesting. It wouldn't be a long stream, though. That's the problem. Chewy just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Hey, thank you so much for that big service for choosing me for Twitch Prime. Really do appreciate that. That is awesome. All right, let's see. Can I knock this thing out with Fly? I can. Oh, well, that was a crit. Nice. Dewey's saying, I'm so pleased you said my name right. Normally, people get it wrong. It took me a moment. It took me a moment. But then I'm like, wait, that kind of looks like Dewey. I do pride myself on oftentimes getting names right. It's an odd talent, but I've actually been doing fairly well with it. I've had a few people that have been very surprised. It's like, wow, you actually got it right. And I think a lot of the time it's just luck, but I at least make an effort. It's my favorite trainer class. I really don't know. Probably cool trainers. Even though they're not really a thing. They're ace trainers nowadays, but I still like cool trainers, alright? Alright. Harubel's saying, now I'm curious, how would you pronounce Harrison? That's how I would pronounce it. But I really don't know. How do I pronounce Cohen? You guys are really testing me. Wootmaster is saying, he doesn't say my name fully, which is the right way to say it. I actually do kind of alter it a little bit, because I know it's like Wootmaster Zeors, but I always like mix it up and do like Wootmasters instead of Masters. To try to like combine the ORSX, ZORSX, or whatever. I don't know. I've noticed that. That's just how I read it, I guess. MC Syrup subscribing for the 6th month in a row. Rich Prime, thank you so much for that big service. Really do appreciate that. And I guess a fly was not enough to take that thing out. Oh, man. Hey, I got it right. Nice. I'm on fire today. I know that won't last, because once we start getting, like, some Welsh or French names, then I'm gonna be like, nope. I am so done. I am so done. I know I'm not gonna be able to pronounce those. I have weaknesses. I do have weaknesses. What evolution line do I think is the cutest? Definitely Baneri and Lapbunny, alright? Because they're both absolutely adorable. I love rabbits. Oh, Tui is Welsh, so you're doing well. Man, I got lucky with that then. I got really lucky with that. Oh, man. Now, that's just... Oh, this is gonna be a pain. I'm not gonna get this right. Can you pronounce... Oh... How would I pronounce this? Because this could be any number of ways. Maybe, like, Shusha? I would guess Shusha. Well, great. I'm glad that you like the way that I say your name, Wootmasters. I'll stick to it then. Oh, man. Would I ever do a co-op DS Pokemon game with Chugga? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Be down. I don't know what. Co-op, though. That's an odd one. Wait, did I get that right? Oh my gosh. There's no way. Shreepa with 100 bits saying, hey, I didn't know this was a pronunciation class. I didn't either, but I guess I'd be the teacher of this, huh? Oh man, I think I've just gotten lucky so far. Actually, I feel like I should use Bite and then Cross Poison. Ooh. I don't know if I said that, GNW Fangirl, but I know I've read that from your username a few too many times. Makes me think of, like, Gandalf or something. Which I then catch myself with, but yeah. Let's see. What's my favorite and least favorite Pokemon spin-off series? Favorite would be Mystery Dungeon. Least favorite would be, either Ranger or, like, any of the Troze. Actually, probably the Troze series, to be honest. Whoa! 1,500 bits from Jedi Aster swooping in there. Dang. Thank you so much for that big service. That is amazing. Holy smokes. It's been my favorite Nuzlocke I've ever done. Probably the Black Wedlocke, to be honest. I like Conquest. It had its flaws, but I feel like it was pretty fun at times. There's a part of me that would like to pick that game up again. Oh, okay. Mastor is saying, the thing with my name is the ending is Zor's X, rhyming with cores or doors. But, again, I prefer just sticking with Wootmaster since it's way more simple. I always do find it interesting how, you know, people have their usernames or their names or just, you know, like what goes into them. That's one of my most favorite things about the internet, just seeing people's choices for things like that. I find it cool. Hey, MC Syrup saying, most people pronounce my name like it's an item at McDonald's, so thanks for always getting it right. I am so surprised that's a thing. That seemed like an easy one, but I'm glad that I got it right. I'm just on a roll today. I'm getting all the names right. All the names. It's only gonna be a matter of time before I mess it up, because I know that's a thing. You know what? I'm gonna buy some milk. Or use some milk. I gotta buy some in a moment, but since I'm getting so much money, I don't really have to worry about this. Radiating Shadows saying, my username comes from a strange emo phase I had when I was 16. But I mean, it's things like that that do make me wonder, you know? Like, I find it fascinating. A lot of people have come up with names during parts in their lives. You know, I don't really know what, but kind of interesting. How would you say my username? I would probably just say either Zhodi or just Zodi. But that could go any number of ways. Probably, I don't know. I guess we just found out, huh? I always like it when people mispronounce mine as Marriland. Autumn Bias saying, do you feel as though you can predict how people will behave based on username? Actually, yes. I do believe that you can tell to at least some degree with a combination of username and avatar. That's the other thing. I feel like your avatar choice is really revealing. Like, it can tell you a lot about your presentation on the internet. Because I've seen a lot. And it's definitely interesting seeing, you know, what people choose as their name and their avatar. And I'm a cat person, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. So maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm just gonna be real with you. Seems like whenever I see people with a dog avatar, usually it means trouble. Usually it means trouble. Not always, but it's a pattern I've noticed. Either that or I'm just calling y'all out. Shreepo with 100 bits saying, how's it going, everyone? Marriland here. Wait, that's my line. Wait, never mind. It isn't. You're good. How do I feel about Pokemon Battle Revolution and its gifts of the adamant nature Electivire and whatnot? I thought they were alright. I mean, it's not like I'd use them in a Nuzlocke or anything, but it's kind of nice to have access to that stuff relatively easily. Oh, man. Yeah, I really don't know. It's a fascinating thing. Like, if I were to ever do some kind of like a college thesis or something, like I would write some kind of a paper on, you know, social media usernames and avatars and how they affect your perception of someone, or how it can be accurate to the perception you have, which I actually feel like would be a very interesting topic. I don't know how I would research it because it would take a lot of research, but at the same time I feel like it'd be a really cool topic. I think you could tell a lot from that. But I don't think that's anything I'm going to be doing anytime soon, so... that's fine. How would I pronounce Feuerstein? I guess like that. Which is German for Firestone. Rony Raiko saying, I'm curious, would you consider Omega and Alpha worse for lacking added content, or Ultra worse for not serving any good purpose? Definitely Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are the worst, in my opinion, because I feel like they didn't really modernize the game at all, whereas I feel like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon at least addressed some of the complaints that I had. They added a good training spot. They added move tutors. They added like hunting and stuff to do in the wormholes. I feel like there was enough stuff that they added. I still am kind of uncertain whether I like them or not, but they're okay. I think they're better than Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, to be honest. Does my cat Sissy like birds? She's pretty easygoing. I don't think she actually cares that much. Oh, Fierstein. Alright, my bad. Do I prefer the original Sun and Moon story or the Ultra story? Definitely the original. Definitely the original. I really didn't like how they kind of nerfed the story in Ultra Sun and Moon. They didn't address all the complaints about Festival Plaza, but they did at least address a few, which I guess is good. Man, this is a long grind. I thought we were going to take on Fantina today. Maybe we'll just go for it after the break. I should be able to get Fang up to level 35. Braces is 35, so that's really reassuring. This will go faster. If I remove the experience share, I could put the experience share on Crown. Yeah, let's do that. We'll either do it today or we won't. It's fine. It's no big deal either way. I thought we'd get to Fantina. But if we don't, it's fine. Yeah, I kind of think that Ultra Moon is the hardest game. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, no, it's easy. All you need to do is this. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take a very specific Pokemon to counter, like, a boss that will oftentimes one-hit KO your entire team if you don't specifically prepare, well, yeah, then by that definition, every game is easy. But, you know, I feel like if you don't bring in a very specific team, most people are going to struggle with that one boss. What makes Ultra Moon harder than Ultra Sun? No, I actually think Ultra Sun is easier. There's two reasons that I feel it's easier. First, the first fight against the totem, if you have Ultra Moon, you're fighting something that's 4 times weak to fighting, and you get Brick Break in that same dungeon, so it's really easy. But as for the other reason, in post-game, there's one legendary that you fight that is way tougher if you're playing Ultra Sun. I won't say which, but let's just say, yeah, it's definitely something. I had a harder time than that fight. Well, thanks for keeping me company today, guys. I'm just glad that we've made some progress here. And let's say something else. I don't remember what. Oh, we got the honey tree Pokemon. That is exciting. That's definitely really exciting because I know we've been waiting on that and waiting. Roni Raiko saying, what exactly do you think makes people not like Diamond and Pearl as a whole? Most of the Gen 4 detractors I've heard only play Diamond and Pearl and never gave Platinum a chance, by the way. Well, that'd probably be one of the reasons. They never gave Platinum a chance. But even at that, it's kind of silly, people trashing Diamond and Pearl. It was such a revolutionary game. Like, absolutely. Yeah, it had flaws, but this game introduced the ability to trade and battle from anywhere in the world. Prior to that, you had to be in the same room as whoever you wanted to interact with. People cannot understand nowadays what that was like. But when Diamond and Pearl released online play, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they introduced things like the GTS. They had, you know, optional gym leaders. Well, not really optional, but you could fight them in whatever order. And, I don't know. I think that they are a lot better than people give them credit for. Yeah, there are some slow parts, but I think the plot was sufficient. The characters were great. Had the first female champion, and she's actually a really good champion. I don't really know why people have such a dislike for the games. Gym leaders were kind of memorable. Had good music. Had a lot of new Pokemon. I don't know. Some of the gameplay was slow. I'll definitely, you know, take a point away for that. But overall, I'd say it was fine. I really don't think it was that bad. I think they were great. But also just realizing, you know, how important the games were solely for the online play. Oh yeah, the physical and special split. I forgot about that. That was also huge. Dang, how could I forget about that? I remember I didn't like it at first, but now it's definitely a good decision. But yeah, there were a lot of things that I didn't like about the games too, like the snowy routes and the mud, Safari Zone place, which was really just a marsh. I don't know. There were issues, but you know, there's issues that I have with every Pokemon game. Wi-Fi mystery gifts. Oh yeah, that's right. That was a thing. Oh man, Menace Man. Saying I'm doing my first Ultra Sun playthrough as a Nuzlocke. Very difficult. Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, definitely a lot of people chiming in, which is great. I like to see that. Okay, I'm going to remember... Well, actually, let's do one more battle. I'm going to need to take a second break today in just a moment. But that'd probably be a good time to heal up. I'm not ready for Fantina yet. That's why I'm training. But once I get Fang and Crown to 35, or at least Fang to 35. I guess I don't really care about Crown getting to 35, but I think once Fang gets to 35, we'll probably be set. Because we would not be using Crown in that fight, like at all. It's just not a thing. Because we'll probably go in with Fang and Braces. And Incisor and Enamel will kind of clean things up. Actually, Incisor could be pretty good because Rivalry would activate. I'm actually going to do one more. Yeah. Rivalry would activate, and that would boost the power of Crunch. That might not be a bad idea. But she doesn't have the resistances that Fang has. Although Fang could get slapped with a Psybeam. I'm sure Fang could take a Psybeam, it's just a little risky. How do I feel about the Underground in Gen 4? I didn't really like it when it first came out. Now I have a little bit more appreciation, but I still feel like they could have done more with it. Mean look. Nah, that's fine. Not that mean. Oh, I'm not underestimating Miss Magius, or Miss Magius, I'm sorry. But I do have experience using Crobat against Miss Magius in a similar setting. So yeah, I'm gonna save just in case. Again, I'm a little nervous about this particular cart. It's been holding up like a champ though. Like, we haven't had a problem. Once I've gotten it properly inserted, haven't removed it since. But, you know, it just kind of stinks to come back and have the game frozen or something. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go on a quick break, and I will see you guys in just a little bit.